Now let us look at the example of a smartphone in the form of Java classes and interfaces. So here we will see how a class can extend from only one class and implement more than one interfaces. So already I told you that a smartphone is a phone and also have camera interface and music player interface. So here I have an example. Let us look at this. See, first of all, let us look at a class. A class phone, and it is having methods void call, void SMS. See, one thing I have to tell you, I am using void here. So void means a method doesn't return anything. As an example we are learning, so we are not focusing on the return type. And also I have not written public or protected or anything, so we are not focusing on that. So assume that they are all public. So let us look at the class. Class phone is having two methods. One is call, another one is SMS. Two methods are there, right? And both the methods are having their body. So these are concrete methods. So class is concrete class. Means it's not abstract, it's concrete, its object can be created. And it's capable of inheriting everything to its derived class. Okay. Now next thing, I have an interface, camera. As I said, interface will have all abstract and public methods. So yes, these are all abstract methods. I'm not written public, by default they are public, and also they are abstract. So interface is a collection of abstract methods. So two methods. Camera is having click and record, that is taking a snap, and recording, that is video recording. So camera interface. Then music player interface, I have few methods like play, pause and stop. Three methods are there, and these are all abstract and public methods. Now before moving further, one more thing I have to tell you here. See, camera, is it a class or interface? Conceptually, camera can be a class. Yes, we can create the object of camera and we can use it as camera. So a camera, in some situation, if you want, you can make it as a class, or if you want to make it as an interface of a camera, you can make it as an interface also. Camera class is there, so then it's a camera, that is a DSLR camera or video camera, whatever the camera is, you can take it as a class for that camera. And when it is an interface, like a mobile phone is having a camera interface, or a spy pen will have a camera interface, so it's an interface. So a camera can also be a class and also be an interface. So in our example, we are using it as an interface because we are talking about smartphone, right? So usually in Java, the practice is like this. So instead of calling it as a camera, we write iCamera. So camera can be a class, but when you make it as an interface, so iCamera is written because it is for interface, just for interface. So I have not written I, so I'll remove it. If you want, it's better if you write I there. Then same way, iMusic player. A music player is available in the market. You can write a class for it. Many things which have the music player functionality available, so they are having interface, like a phone or a car which is having music player functionality in them. So I can make it as interface also, class also. So I can write it as I. I'm using just music player. So this is about the explanation of these three things. Now let us come to smartphone class. Just watch this carefully. Class smartphone extends phone, extends this class. So call and SMS will be inherited and available here, right? That will be available here. So whatever is there in the phone is available in smartphone. Now you can read it like this. Smartphone is a phone. Yes. Smartphone is a phone. Smartphone is a phone. Yes, all those things are available. Now I have written one more method here, video calling. Yes, in normal phone, video calling is not there, but in a smartphone, video calling is there. So it's having its own feature, extra feature. These features are borrowed, plus one extra feature is there. Now, next thing, implements camera, music player. So a class can implement an interface. It will not extend an interface. It will implement an interface. So that interface is implemented here in smartphone. So interfaces are implemented, right? So camera and music player. So once a class says it has to implement a interface, then it should override both these methods, all the methods of interface, and this one, all three methods of this interface. If it is not overriding them, then the class become abstract. So I have overridden this click and record. You can see here click and record. I have written the body here, and for these three also I have written their body just in the same line I have written. So I have not written any functionality here. I have not written any statements. Just I have drawn the lines here, but all the methods are implemented. Now this smartphone becomes a concrete class. So smartphone is a phone and implements a camera as well as music player, and all the methods are implemented here. Means they are overridden. Now let us look at this part. I can create the object of smartphone. I have created an object of smartphone. This is a smartphone class, right? Object is created and S is a reference for that. Okay, so S is a reference and here is a smartphone. I'll take an iPhone, right? Picture of iPhone. So S is a reference to this smartphone. Now using this reference, I can call all the methods of smartphone. What are the methods available in smartphone? All these methods. The methods coming from phone, the methods of smartphone itself, that is video calling, and all the methods that are overridden by this smartphone class. I can call all the methods by using this S. So if I'm having a smartphone and I know that it is a smartphone, I can use it as a smartphone. Now next, to this S, right, can I have a phone reference also? So a P is a reference. To the same thing, I am using a P as a reference. So P is what? Phone. I am saying that this is not a smartphone, this is a phone. Am I right? Yes. So it's a smartphone, but I am using a reference of a phone, just phone. So then which methods I can call? I can call only this method. So that is calling as well as SMS, these two things. So what is the use of a phone? You can make a call and send SMS. So I can call only those two methods. I cannot call all the methods of smartphone. Now the very important thing, to the same object, can I have the reference of a camera interface? Yes. Interfaces can have references, but you cannot create the object because everything is abstract in them. So you cannot create object, but you can have reference. So I'm having a camera reference to this S, to the same S, I'm having a camera reference. So C. Now I am saying that this iPhone, I am saying that it's a camera. Yes, it's a camera. It's having an interface of camera. So when I say, oh, it's a camera, then what are the methods I can use? I am referring it as a camera. So it means I am going to take a snap or click or record a video. That's it. So I can call only these methods. When you use a reference of that one, you can call only these methods. You cannot call all the methods of this smartphone class, right? Because you are using a reference of a camera. Now to the same thing, S is referring to this object, right? That I am giving it to M, music player. So can I say this as a music player? Yes, because it implements a music player also. Yes, you can use a reference of this interface and you can hold the object of smartphone, that is iPhone, let us say for example, then I can refer it. So if iPhone is there, then I can say that, oh, it's a music player. So when I say it's a music player, then what are the methods I should be allowed to call? I should be allowed to call only those methods that are there in music player. Yes, because the reference is music player. To make it more simple, just I give you a simple statement. See, suppose you are having a smartphone and your friend wants to take a snap or record a video and asking your smartphone. He says that, give me your camera. So he's right. And when he has taken your phone, then what he should use? He should only take photos and record video. If he's making a call, then he was wrong, right? Because his reference was a camera. So he should use only those methods. So you'll say, you'll object. You said that you wanted to take a snap. Then why you're making a call? The reference is only camera. So yes, you can take a reference of a camera and you can use the object. So that's how, when you are taking a reference of a camera, you can use only those methods. When you are saying it's a music player, then only those methods. Like your friend is asking, give your phone or give your device, I want to play music. So his reference is a music player. Then you will not allow him to play games or do any other thing, but you will allow him only to play music because his reference is a music player, right? So when you use a reference to this phone, you can just call methods of music player, these methods. So that's all about the example. So in the next video, you will find the demonstration of all these. So don't miss the video on the demonstration, right? I may be taking other examples also because already I have explained this. So I'll give the demo on this one and I'll take some more examples and explain you. Now, next we will learn do's and don'ts, means rules about the interfaces. like can we extend the interfaces also, or can we have the data members in the interface? We will see all these things together, right? So next I will show you do's and don'ts about the interfaces.